There was a paper not that long ago, maybe 12 years ago, where they said, okay, is it possible that, we'll use a label, is it possible that attachment issues like avoidant attachment and anxious attachment, that they actually have an evolutionary purpose? That if a person becomes that anxious out in, 20,000 years ago, that they'd be more scanning for threats. They're more aware of threats. And that's to your point, that if you're on the outside of the tribe and you're looking for bears, you are the first one to hear a bear or hear the other tribe come over the hill, right?
Yeah.
So it's
and you don't know which one's worse, to be eaten first or to watch like your family be eaten because you were asleep.
And that right there, so there's a rebuttal paper that came out that was fascinating, and they ripped the first paper apart and said, look.
The first part that said there's an evolutionary basis to this or would not exist.
Yes. So they came back with a rebuttal, which was fascinating, which said, it could serve a purpose if a person is a certain level of attachment issue and anxious. But if they go way too far, then what's going to happen is they don't attach to their group at all. They don't even have a group to support. They just completely go off on their own, or they collapse under the weight of their own anxiety. So it seems like it is an adaptation that's helpful, but it's something we also do need to rein in. Exactly what you said. What's going to be worse, me getting hurt or my family? Well, if your statement is, I want to take care of my family, you have now served that biological purpose, and your heightened anxiety has come back to serve your family.
Yeah, so not you.
So let's put this back in the context of how we evolved as tribe. I'll throw out a parallel example of ADHD. So many men I work with have undiagnosed ADHD. And, when you start talking about it, they go, no, I don't want to accept that. I don't want to take a drug for us. Little boys are overdiagnosed, overmedicated. Yes, that's true. And a lot of men have undiagnosed ADHD. And I tell them this also is an evolutionary adaptation in a tribe. Because in a tribe, you don't want everybody to be ADHD because everybody's squirrel. Nobody get anything done, right? But you need a few. They're more sensitive to their environment. They're going to notice the change, that thing that wasn't the same before. Now, they may not be able to act on it, so you need some people in the tribe that are better at taking that information who can stay really focused and really on top of things. In a tribe, that works well. And so maybe, bringing this whole attachment thing back, we probably need a few people in the tribe that have this attachment style, but if everybody had it, we're toast.
And I love this so much because it brings it right back to what brain is supposed to be one normal brain. I've heard ADHD referred to as type E personality, type entrepreneur. If you have these features, you are probably going to be horrible in an office setting. You'll grow up being yelled at through school because you can't keep your butt in your seat, but you'll be an incredible business owner and business leader.
If you can surround yourself with people that are good at taking your creative ideas and insights
Bingo.
And staying focused and running them
I was
through to
just
the end.
about to blow my gasket at Adam specifically for that statement. I'm glad you stepped in, Robert, because I was going to say, and you will be the first person to sink your own business. You'll create something beautiful and fuck off and do something else. And everybody's going to be like, bro,
the next shiny thing.
Where'd you go? Right. And I love this conversation because now we're actually getting to something that's very valuable, and we'll still come back to marriage, but
we'll still come back to your exes.
Absolutely.
You got to remember, you're with two people that are good at tracking the things that have come out and what we diverge from and what still can be brought back in.
Yes, I've hung around enough psychologists to know how this works. Trust me, I know. But
back
tribes,
to the point. Yes.
Tribes, right? We're actually now potentially in a circumstance where we're retribalizing using digital means. We're trying to find people who will fit. Adam and I are tribalizing. Even in this conversation, this is an attempt for tribalization. We're trying to recruit you, Robert. I'm not sure for what yet, but I'm certainly trying.
Yes.
So
we will kill many bears together.
Yes.
All right.
To this point, and I love this so much because this brings right back to the male solution network of if one man has the ADHD brain and he's fantastic at growing and building and expanding and jumping and seeing the squirrels, but if he can't maintain, he needs another man who can come in and can. There's an idea I've been playing a bit with is with autistic features, men who have autistic features. People say, oh, this is a brand new thing that's just been invented in the last 20 years. No, look at the Dark Ages. the Middle Ages, the monks who sat and documented everything so carefully, right? Look at the science that was being done at that time. Look at how diligent you had to hyper focus in on these things. I wonder how many of those men we might misdiagnose today. It's, oh, you need to be put on disability, you have autism, you can't do anything in your life, sorry, you're just going to sit there. But these phenomenal, incredible changes comes right back to men. We are built to connect, but we also need to be able to. And I think that's, again, that fracturing of men.
But it's not connect, it's integrate. This is a term that we should maybe potentially bring back. It is an integration of men as opposed to a connection. We're actually interlinked to create a bigger whole, an integrated whole. Right? This is not something that people are discussing. And now we have layers and layers and layers of complexity, specifically trying to define what is an integrated tribe of men who can then integrate with a underlying tribe of women to create and breed a sub-tribe of children. Like, there's a lot of stuff in here. It's driving me crazy, and I like it because it's fun.
He's going to be up awake all night.
He's fantastic, isn't he? That
should be thinking about that than relationship issues.
Thinking about it.
That's why he leads our tribe, and we follow him, but we also keep him alive in his own ways. If you like this clip, I know you're going to enjoy the full episode. You can watch it right here.